Hey guys, today we're going to be watching from Los Angeles Police Chase February 5th, 2018. Let's get into it now.
And I'm Cher Calvin. Tim Lynn is following the chase in East Los Angeles. We believe he is on the 60 freeway right now, going at very high speeds. Tim?
Oh yeah, very high rate of speed. He was in East LA, but at 90 to 100 miles an hour now coming into the Montebello area. As we continue on, we've already passed the 710 freeway, starting to climb the hill here out to the east. It's a stolen vehicle that was picked up by undercover units down in the Carson area, came northbound on the 110, and then continued up the 110, picked up the eastbound 10 freeway, and then came up to the East LA interchange. And now you see him just weaving through traffic there, just has his parking lights on. And right now, LAPD is in a tracking mode with it. LA County Sheriff's helping out as well. You see him just blowing by traffic here as we climb the hill here towards the Montebello area and into the Whittier Narrows. But you can see he's just holding that number one lane, very high rate of speed. As I said, a stolen vehicle came out of Carson, but as we came up the 110 to the East 10, East LA interchange down to the East 60, he's showing no signs of slowing down. This Charger, older style Charger, just flying along here. It's black in color. It's very hard to see on camera. The LAPD helicopter was overhead. Night sun malfunction. Now they're asking for LA County Sheriffs to come in
now they
with
pick
their
up the
night
chase
sun and light it up.
right around
9:50 surveillance mode right now. There are units trailing a little bit behind, just kind of keeping an eye on it. LA County Sheriffs is also broadcasting to their folks, letting them know what's going on. CHP as well has been notified, so all agencies around this are going to be in position once this guy comes off the freeway or crashes here. He's really at a high rate of speed,
in a stolen vehicle. That car is
folks
going
going
at a high
along here
rate
at
of
60,
speed.
70, 80 miles an hour, and have this guy go by at 190 to 110 miles an hour. But you see he's just kind of weaving his way along and making his way around all this traffic that's at normal freeway speeds, using all lanes to do that. But right now, LAPD is still the primary in charge. LA County Sheriff's has taken over overhead to use their night sun, but yet has
started
not
about 20
put it
minutes
on
ago or so.
Yet, as you can see,
This
just a
chase
very
started
dark
about
silhouette
20.
of that car.
This chase started about 20 minutes ago.
And now we're coming over the hill, down, dropping into the East South El Monte. As we approach the 605 freeway, is going to be the next major freeway we have, letting the allied agencies around along with CHP to know his location as we continue here, going past the 605 here, continuing east.
And
Working our way
now
out
they
into
just
San
pick
Gabriel
up
Valley,
the chase
but
at
they'll just kind of keep an eye
around
on him
9:50 p.m.
as they
this
go along here
evening.
and
And
simulcast
now
all the
there's a
other
night sun
frequencies as we
helicopter
move.
overhead, and all the other
So everybody will
frequencies
be
that
in
we
position
move,
ready in
so
case he
they will
comes off
be
that freeway.
in position
But there's really no
ready
reason for
when he comes
ground
off the
unit
freeway.
to get
They'll
right
do a
on
pit
him.
maneuver on
Sometimes
it.
they even turn off the night sun
Sometimes they
and just
even
have
turn
everybody
off
shut
the
down,
night
hoping he'll
sun.
slow down. But in the
And
past,
that
we've
helps
seen that
everybody
doesn't work very
slow
well, and
down.
they just continue
And
on
they
their
just
speed
continue on their speed and
just really
just
fly the
really
veil
fly.
on the freeways here. But coming up to 7th Street here, eastbound
Coming up
60
to
freeway,
7th
coming
Street,
into Hacienda Heights
eastbound
and working our
60
way
freeway,
out.
coming into
The
Hacienda
next
Heights.
freeways we come to will be that 60-57
60,
combo that comes
57
over the top
combo
of the
that comes
Brea
over
Pass.
to the top.
Once he gets there, if he turns
605
south, it'll
or
take you back down into Orange
110
County.
freeway.
But if he continues
What's the
north, it's
option?
Pomona and
The
east from
question
there.
is,
But he's showing no
who's
signs of
picking
slowing
its
down.
speed?
The car seems like it's in good shape. He's driving it very
now.
carefully, and as far as not making any abrupt lane changes or any kind of snap maneuvers that would cause him to go out of control. Well, CHP's strategy is they just try to run them out of gas because they have, multiple agencies or multiple offices out here, and they'll just hand off from office to office as we continue on. I just now heard on the scanner that CHP is going to take over. I see CHP coming up behind him now. As we widen out, you'll see the police helicopter, the police unit coming in. That's a CHP a CHP unit with a LA County air unit overhead. Now officially CHP is in charge, and they'll do what I was talking about is that switching off of offices. So like right now we're in the Baldwin Park office area, and as we continue on, we'll pick up into the Valley area, the Inland Empire. CHP will take over, and then they'll just continue running. They'll just run and keep handing off unit by unit. The normal pursuits is 2 units and 1 supervisor, so you'll see 3 cars behind them, and those will just continue to switch off from division to division or office areas to office areas as we continue on. So they're not gonna run out of gas. They're just gonna hope he runs out of gas or just decides to give up. But at these speeds, a pit maneuver or a spike strip is completely out of the question, because there's just no way you can get in front of him to get that spike strip out at this speed. And there's no way you're going to do a pit at this speed as well. So you see him just really flying the mail here at least at 90 to 100 miles an hour. I'm indicating at 110 up here in Sky 5. So he's just using all lanes now over to the number 4 lane. And here comes that LA County helicopter, keeping an eye on it as he comes out down the right shoulder, passing that big rig. Very hazardous move there. It looks like we're coming up to an off-ramp. We'll see if he picks up now back out to the number 4 lane. So as he makes that move on that right-hand shoulder, you have all kinds of debris on that shoulder, all kinds of rock and sand. Anything could cause him at this speed to go out of control. So as he continues on here eastbound, coming up, let's try to look ahead here, see if we're approaching Azusa yet. Yeah, I think we've just passed Azusa. And the next intersection up here, the main intersection, will be the 5760 combination here. It's where the 57 comes out of the Orange County, combines with the 60. And then for that about 2-mile section there, we'll be together. And then from there, we'll see which way it goes. But he's holding out there now, slowing down just a little bit, coming up to a little more moderate traffic. You see CHP coming up on him, weaving his way around. Now, the CHP officers aren't going to get right on his tail. They're going to do their best to stay up with him, but they're not going to try to match move for move on him, because they just put themselves into harm's way doing that. They'll just try to continue on. And as being a former police officer in pursuits like this, the problem is he drives by, he gets everybody excited, they look up, see your lights, and then they start moving on you. So as a patrol officer in a pursuit like this, you really got to pay attention, because people are going to start really weaving around. As you see this CHP officer, he's staying that far left, because everybody normally will go to the right. So he's holding that left-hand lane, just kind of keep an eye on him, staying as close as he can without having to weave through cars. So doing a great job there, that lead CHP officer hanging into that number 1 lane or HOV lane. And the suspect's using all lanes to get around traffic. So right now we're coming up on the 5760 interchange. And they're calling about 85 right now, but I can tell you he is really a little bit above that, just the way he's passing those cars now. Much power I'm using just to stay ahead of him here. But coming up to the interchange, let's see which way it goes from here.
I mean, it's just really hard to watch, because he's going so fast, and maybe they're calling 85 at 1.95, but it certainly looks like he's going well over that at some points. And there you see the CHP in pursuit of him, along with LA County Airship with that night sun over this blacked out Dodge Charger. As he's weaving in and out through lanes. What we understand is this actually originated in South LA at 9:50 this morning. It's a stolen car, and he's really made his way through town. He started from there all the way. Now we're in Diamond Bar.
Looks like he wants the 57.
This 57 South, 57 South here. We're making that transition. This will take us over into Orange County.
And Tim, is there any idea how many people are in this car? We know we had a good shot of that passenger side a few moments ago, but really hard to say.
Yeah, I have not got it close enough to see in there, and I haven't heard the CHP or sheriffs talk about any type of occupant on this thing, whether there's how many passengers might be in there. But right now, we're just a wait and see. 5's dropping it behind you guys. And then as we continue on here, South 57, crawling up through the Brea Pass. This will take us down in Orange County. But yeah, if you had that shot at one point there, I really didn't.
Okay, you're following a police presence. Now he got onto, he wants the 57. No, the CHP is in pursuit. They're behind that Dodge Charger. He's on southbound 57 freeway. He's on Diamond Bar, southbound 57. He's on 57 freeway, southbound 57. southbound 57 freeway, and now he's in Diamond Bar. He's in Diamond Bar. He's on Diamond Bar, southbound 57 freeway, and now they're following that vehicle. And now this chase has been going on for the last 35 minutes or so. Now it's been going on for at least 30 minutes or so. And now they're staying on it the entire time now. It's been going on for about the last 35 to 40 minutes or so. And it began a couple of minutes ago. This chase started about 20 minutes ago. And now this chase got underway at about 25 minutes ago, 23 minutes ago or so. Yeah, this chase got underway at about 23 minutes ago or so. And now passing the vehicles going at a high rate of speed. And this chase continues on. What they need in an emergency lane. Throw on the ground, staying behind him. Tracking that vehicle, lights and sirens are warning the public, keeping an eye on him. Let's listen now.
So it's all in one agency. We're going to keep an eye on it, as well as law enforcement. They're going to try to work some plans, maybe come up with some kind of magic. We've seen it in the past, something to stop this vehicle. Right now, these high speeds, pit maneuver, not going to be on their list, but maybe something else.
You know, Stu, Jeff brought it up before, the CHP is trained to maneuver and handle a chase. Regular people who are leading law enforcement on a pursuit, maybe have stolen a car that is a little bit too much for them to handle, aren't trained, and that's what makes it so dangerous. We've also talked about it before many times, that when you have an open road like this driver is on right now on the 57 now heading through Brea, it is a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because there are less people possibly affected by this driver leading them on a pursuit. But at the same time, the road is wide open, and now this person is going to put that car to use and continue this pursuit.
And it certainly seems like he's opened it up as well. It appears that the speeds have gotten even faster here. You see that the speed limit there is probably going to be 65, 70 miles an hour, and this guy is passing those vehicles like they're standing still. It appears that every time the CHP gets a little closer, he gets a little more scared, and he goes a little faster, and he's doing a little more erratic behavior. This we've seen many times before in police pursuits. Now, this is what LAPD says is a Dodge Challenger, a stolen Dodge Challenger that was seen around the northbound 110 and the 405 area. We've gone all the way through the eastbound 60. Now we're on the southbound 57. We've gone through Downey, gone through Montebello, Whittier, Hacienda Heights, Diamond Bar. CHP is the lead agency. That is the cruiser that you will see at the bottom of your screen, the reds and blues. That will be CHP. We understand the CHP chopper is overhead as well. This has been gone from a full-blown pursuit to backing off to a tracking mode, back again to a full-blown pursuit, which is what is happening right now. We understand this vehicle is going anywhere from 90 to 100 miles an hour, and you can see he's got a wide-open road. It's a little bit of light traffic, but some pretty aggressive driving. It's gone all the way from the left HOV lanes all the way over to the right. It's gone in between vehicles, almost run out of room. Right back to the emergency lane to get around traffic. Again, doing all this with no headlights at a high speed.
But as we swing out here, it's going to be a little bit of a long shot just for a minute as we go around the edge of the Disneyland restricted flight zone. And he's continuing at a very high rate of speed. South 57, approaching Ball Street is going to be the next street he comes to. And then through there will be Catella, and then right to the Orange Crush where the 57, 5, and 22 all come together down here. And at that point, you see right there, he passed the unit on the side. That's how they do it. They get set up on the side of the freeway, move out, and then join up with the other units. 5 copy. And join up with the other units. And
now this chase has been going on for about 45 minutes now, and close to 55 minutes into the pursuit. This chase started at about 20 minutes. This chase started about
Coffee County
20
Pursuit
minutes.
channel to
This
let
chase started
everybody know
about
what's going on,
20 minutes
coming
ago
into
or
Orange
so.
County. So right now, passing the
This chase been going on for the past
center,
20 to
coming
25
up to the
minutes or
22
so
will be the next
since the chase
freeway
started,
they come up
and it
to. Then right
began
after that
at about
into that
20
Orange
minutes
Crush
ago.
where the
And
57.5
now
comes together.
they're gonna
So at this
Orange
point, we'll have to see
County
what his
to come
plan
to
is,
crush
which way he's going to go.
57.5 freeway
Right now, it
or
looks like he's
22
content to
freeway.
stay south
What's
here, but once
the
the 57 comes to an
what
end,
is the
down
option?
here at the 522 area, then right now it's going to
522
be
area.
anybody's guess. So you
And it's
see
going
he's
to
still
be
passing
anybody's
traffic,
guess.
CHP behind him, stolen vehicle out of South Los Angeles, as you
Stolen
said,
vehicle,
started
if you
just
can hear
before
it,
9 o'clock.
we can hear it.
And as I said, the CHP is in that pursuit mode where they're handing
The
off from
CHP is
office
in
to
that
office, so
pursuit.
they're not worried about losing him as far as the air unit keep an eye, or having units get too far out of their patrol districts.
But he's been keeping those triple digits this entire ride. California Highway Patrol, they've switched out cars. We've gone through different areas, different units. Right now we're going to be in the Santa Ana area. Eastbound 55 from the 20. Oh, never mind. When he's made up his mind, we'll tell you where he's going.
And like you said, Stu, I don't think he knows where he's going. He's just going. And unfortunately, as he continues to go, as this person continues to go, they continue to put innocent people's lives in danger. That's why the CHP has to have a strategy here. That's why they have to give him a reasonable amount of space here and figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to bring this pursuit to an end without involving innocent people.
This is going to keep people safe, going to keep that suspect
And I
safe, and of
know
course those officers safe
it's
as
getting
well.
on the
Right now, though, 100-something miles an hour, stolen vehicle.
22
As we understand
freeway. I
it,
don't
just
think
the driver
where
in that
he's
car.
going.
But that's a lot of car, like we've been talking about. Even if it is the V6, it's still a lot of car.
It's still
And
a lot
these
of car.
guys, this guy really been pushing it tonight. You actually can see those reds and blues every now and then in this guy's rearview mirror. So you know that guy is seeing that, and you got to wonder if he's just thinking, you know what, enough is enough. Let me just slow it down. But this guy, he's just keeping his foot in it, and he's keeping that distance. Just the officers just out of reach.
Wide open on a wide open highway.
Wide open on a highway. Wide open on a highway.
40 minutes here on
And it's been going on for the last 35, 40 minutes here. And it's been going on for the last 35, 40 minutes. Now it's been going on for about 45 minutes.
115, 120
And
miles an
now
hour.
115,
As we're starting to
120 miles an
rapidly slow
hour.
down. Now we're getting on some surface streets, so this can be
Now-
very dangerous. At least on the highway,
And
you
this
had
chase
all the
got
same
underway
direction. You get on
at
these
about
side streets,
30
at
minutes
intersections,
ago.
You have somebody that's as desperate as this person is.
And now they were
going through
chasing that
stop signs,
vehicle for the past
stoplights,
20, 45
there's
minutes
all kinds
now.
of dangers now.
And sure, there are new tactics now that the CHP
Chase
has
started
used.
at about 20
and
minutes.
it looks like
Chase
they were,
started about
and it
20
looks like
minutes
one of those
ago.
tactics they just tried to use was
And
the
now
pit maneuver.
they
On
just
this
tried to
car,
use the pit
you know, when
maneuver.
they get on the surface street,
And it's been
it
going on
opens
for
up
about
the
45
possibilities
minutes
of
now.
what the CHP or whatever agency
They're
is chasing
phasing to the
the
15
person
minutes
leading the
into
pursuit.
Here he goes,
50
here he
minutes
goes, here
into
he
the
goes, here he
pursuit.
goes.
And now there's a pit maneuver.
It's just
Yes.
such a hard turn right there. There you go.
Look
You got it.
at this. Oh,
It's
nice
over.
one right there. Look at it. The other guy blocking him in. That's just coming to a stop.
That was
Oh, that
textbook,
was
really.
some sweet work by the California Highway Patrol. Just keeping that car pushed, keeping that rear end just enough out. You got those other officers now facing that vehicle. Now, did that car stall? Is that car disabled? You don't
The car
know.
is
But right now,
disabled.
going forward, really not an option. These officers, they're not playing around. They got their guns out. They've got this area locked down. Can he back up? Maybe, but at this point, he really should just kind of bring this to an end. This is 91 and Pioneer. We're on Pioneer. First he went south, then he came north again, and then that awesome pit maneuver happened there as he tried to make his way southbound on Pioneer. Now the car stopped. Officers, weapons out. That guy not complying quite yet, but I'm sure they're going to be telling him to, basically giving this guy some directions, telling him what to do. They're definitely going to keep an eye on him. But this pursuit, this part is over. This guy not in custody.
Yeah, we haven't seen any hands come out. We haven't seen the windshield. The sun. Oh, here goes the door. It looks like he's coming out. Get your hands up, and then we'll see him walk to the police officers Obviously, this has been a high-speed pursuit. Police want to get him in custody as soon as possible. I see a figure there, Stu. Is he already? So he's already on the road and he's backing up. Looks like.
Yep, he's out of the car. He's backing up. Yeah, and officers from California Highway Patrol giving him those directions. We haven't seen the dog out here on this one. He's going to be getting down. They're going to get him in a position where they feel that even if he had a weapon, he'll be unable to get it in time. That's one of the reasons why they do these type of movements where they get him. And you can see that officer, he's got backup right there. And then one guy is going to pull out the cuffs and take this guy into custody. That's just the only person we've seen in that car. Crazy pit maneuver. This guy trying to get away. But the California Highway Patrol, as Elsa was saying earlier on, trained professionals. They kept that pit moving. They got that car spun around, and they brought this thing to an end safely. Nobody hurt. And coming to an end out here on Pioneer, I would say we're going to be in the Fullerton area, just off of the 91 freeway.
Yeah, it looks like, Stu, we may be, around Artesia. You said 91 and Pioneer area here. As we watch the CHP officers take this driver into custody, they are checking the vehicle right now to make sure there are no other passengers or other people innocent people, maybe a hostage. You never know what the situation is. Each time it's different, but they're making a quick search of this car as they take the driver who led the CHP on this pursuit. And you're seeing there on the opposite side of your screen that perfect textbook pit maneuver to bring that car to a stop.
It was a good pit maneuver, wasn't it?
So, Crass Xavier, I am all the way up. That's where we are. I am all the way up. You want to know where Stu is? You point to the sky and say all the way up. I hope I didn't do any copyright infringement. Oh, I wonder if I can. I bet you I can, huh? Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see if I can re-rack it. I'm just going to re-rack it. If it lets me re-rack it. Come on. That's not it. So it's going to be right in there. And then we hit DVR. So this is the replay, guys. This is the replay. That's not the pit. I don't see it. It's not showing on Facebook yet. Then he goes back down Pioneer. He's going down Pioneer. Cruisy. Comes up, and this is where he's going to get it right now. It's coming up. I know I'm probably a little ahead than what you guys are seeing on Facebook. And look at that contact. And just keep an eye on those front wheels on that car. He's got the steering wheel totally turned, and it wasn't enough. Thing comes to a stop right there. The guy that actually pit him, he took off. He kept on going. That's the second vehicle. Then the doors pop open, and then we kind of sit there for a little bit and then wait for this guy to get out. Obviously, I don't think the officers really want this guy to jump out and run at him. I think a lot of this is, these guys are telling him, put your hands where we can see him. There's a lot of that going on down there. So that's probably one of the reasons why the doors usually just don't pop open and the guy jumps out, especially if he sees all those guys with guns. But yeah, that's the end of it right there. But yeah, it was a pretty cool, this is the thing. Nobody got hurt. Nobody's, no damage to any of the cars out there. So we can watch it. We can look at it. We can just make how cool it is. There you go. There's the contact. Once again, I got it on slow-mo right now. And then he's just pushing it. He's trying to push that rear end out, but the guy's compensating. He's got the wheel all the way turned, but eventually there was just no more turn. He spins it, and that's the end of it. And the other car comes up, blocks him, and then the waiting game starts.
Right, thanks for watching. Check out this video pops up here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye, guys.